What's up, everybody? It's Rob Kennedy here once again to talk about recruiting. Last week was a big week with the early signing period, and so you see all the stuff on ESPN and on all the different websites of people committing. We see all of our former campers and alums that have played in all of our events, and it's exciting, it's fun, everybody enjoys it. And if you were one of those players that signed early on either the boys or girls side, awesome. Congratulations. But as I say to everybody, you only sign early if you're 100% sure that that's where you want to go. So there's so many people out there who still are trying to figure out where they are in the recruiting process, and I want to give you some tips, some things to think about that maybe can help you with that. So over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to break things down by class, right? Because a senior is going to have is going to be in a different spot in the recruiting process than a sophomore is. And so this week we're going to talk to our seniors, right? But we're going to talk to those seniors who think that they are scholarship basketball players, okay? You've either been offered scholarships Division I or Division II level, or you really think that you should be, haven't been yet. So those seniors who think themselves to be scholarship basketball players. So look, you didn't sign early, no big deal, all right? But it's time to reassess, okay? It's time to figure out where you are in the process. Did you not sign early because you didn't have the right fit, you weren't 100% sure, you hadn't figured it all out yet, and you still had those scholarship offers on the table? Or did you not sign early because you've been being recruited by Division I and Division II schools, but you didn't actually have a scholarship offer on the table to be able to sign if you wanted to? So it's time for us to figure out where we're at. First thing that you got to do is you got to go figure out, what did those schools that are recruiting me do during the early signing period? Did they sign a player at my position? Well, guess what? Most likely they're not recruiting you anymore. They may not tell you that because sometimes coaches recruit more than one player at a position, but you've got to know that, right? So go do your homework, go figure out who signed who during the early signing period. Second thing is, you, your family, your coach, AAU coach, high school coach, whoever it is, now you got to get back, and when I say reassess, we got to ask questions. You got to get information. So you got to get on the phone and figure out, okay, where are we at in the recruiting process? All right, who'd you sign early? Where are you at? Where's my son and daughter on the pecking order, right? Everybody's got a little bit of a depth chart as far as recruiting is concerned. You got to make sure you know exactly where you're at with that. And then as well, you have to start trying to figure out, okay, what's my plan going to be? The early signing period's done. Now you've got the most important thing coming up for yourself, and that's your high school basketball season, right? You've got one time to be a senior in high school. Take full advantage of it. So you want to try to block out as much of the worries and pressure or any of that that goes on with the recruiting process so that you can concentrate on your senior season. That doesn't mean you just totally forget about it, but you got to come on up with a game plan. Come on up with some idea. Have you taken visits yet? Are you going to visit during your high school season? Some people do. A lot of people don't want to take visits during the high school season, so again, they don't get distracted or worried about stuff. Whatever you want, you have to come on up with a game plan, and then you have to communicate that game plan to those schools that are recruiting you. So if you say, okay, I don't want to take any visits right now, all right, well then as a coach I know, okay, I can't get this person to come visit. They're not taking any visits. All right, makes me look at it in a different standpoint. So you got to communicate, make sure that you have open dialogue going both ways, that the college coaches are letting you know where they're at, and you're letting them know where they're at. Remember, they've got their season going on too. So it's not that they forget about recruiting, but they're concentrating on winning games right now themselves. All right? And then also figure out, how long is this going to go on? Right? I'm not saying come on up with a set date right now, but give yourself a little bit of an idea of when you want to commit. Do you want to wait all the way till April? Are you thinking about right after the season? Again, just get that in the back of your mind so that as you go through your senior season, I think then you can concentrate and have a great year. All right? Again, if you ever have any questions, comments, please email me at robk@hoopgroup.com.